Hello everybody, XJ81X. And on Joe's Garage today, the Toyota Highlander had some kind of clunking. Not an aggressive clunk, and it came from the passenger side. And I really didn't know what it was. So I went on YouTube and I checked touching it from 12 and 6 and then 3 and 9. And nothing happened. And you're supposed to grab the tie rod right here, push and pull, nothing. You're supposed to grab the CV boots or the drivetrain, nothing. Yeah, it does this. I don't think that's what I hear, but I could be wrong. And then they say, touch the control arm linkage bracket doohickey. So oh. Well, okay. Well, what happened was, right. So, on a good day, you call your buddy up and you say, hey, Paula, can you come over? Can I pick you up? Can we come and take a look? Yeah. Well, he's got many names. His name is Brake Schmidt. He's been known to be the mad scientist. His name is technically JK18. Today, he's the moral support guy. JK18, everybody. I broke one. So we drive around and he's like, I hear it. He says, get that amount of Sedivist. It's not stopping it. You could probably get away with it. Do it. Well, I could tell you what. We went to the auto parts store and we said, all right, this is the cheapest part. And we tested this ball joint right here in the store and it was rock solid. Then Jay is going to play with it and it's loose. We don't know if it's clanking. So when we picked up the car, no fault on anybody, a little bit of a came out on the other side. So we broke the seal, the small seal right here on one of these two. So, okay, what are you going to do? Yeah, what is this? Well, you take an Allen key, whatever the size is. There's a bolt. So you hold the shaft with the Allen key, and then you take is it a box wrench?
Yeah.
Box wrench, open-ended wrench. Yeah, right here, everybody. And then you put the nut on, put that on, and then you're supposed to lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. Right. The upper on the driver's side is this, and the lower on the passenger side is that. What we did was only one worked and one came loose. What's good, at the end of the day, the holes are not overly big or nothing's compromised. I just sprayed everything with brake cleaner. We're going to the store. We're going to bring one with us just for gogs and gooks. This was, this one. Because I ripped this ball joint off and hit it with the grinder. And this was the top. So we're done. We're cleaning up. We're hydrating. This actually looks less dirty, if it makes sense, but that doesn't mean nothing. So yeah. Jay thinks that's a little bit too loose. Obviously, it's a 2019 with 56,000 miles.
The brand new ones were way stiffer.
Hey, we're going to find out.
Lethargic.
Exactly at the end of this. So stay tuned, everybody.
So here's the old one we saw before, and it's kind of loosey-goosey like that. It's not flopping around as bad as I've seen them. Here's a new one. Here, we'll take it out of the thing. See how it stays? And it's very lethargic in its movement. These will stay too, but they're you know, it doesn't go as
And,
smoothly.
and they're also compromised. You know, I think we blew out some of them
Right.
but the car has 56,000 miles on it.
This has just got a lot more
Movement.
in it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, we'll come back when it's installed, and the rest is that. The only thing I could tell you, it's a Toyota, so it's metric, but I'm using 11/16, which is not the new one. So they changed the bolt. The old ones were, and the new ones are not. You see. So we'll just put them back on because it's
Yeah,
getting.
they just go right.
Yeah,
on.
it's late in the day.
No,
We'll just
no trouble at all.
no. Well, really nothing I could say about that. They went on super. It almost went down to the last 2 threads. Then you had to put the Allen key in.
See, it may not be fixed, but it's different.
That's the other one. They really only one way to put them on. I mean, there's another way, but it's wrong. So we're gonna put the tires on, and we're gonna go for a ride, and it's the kind you ride on. So I guess I'll come back and we'll let you know if it fixed it. If not, thank you. So it's the next day. The tires are on. I went for a test drive and I still kind of heard it. No big deal. Then I went up to the hood and I put my fingers under it, and the hood went like this. So I tighten these things. The hood slams, boom, and I can't lift the hood anymore. I was out all day futzing around and I heard it, but I didn't hear it. So I'm on the fence, but I still hear it. Well, life decided to throw me a curveball. Not only did yesterday we change these parts, today the battery died. You see. Well, that's going to wrap up this twofer. Changing the front strut linkage arms on a 2019 Toyota Highlander SE model, and the next day the battery dying. The battery is upside down because the factory probably feels that the battery sticker is the other way on more cars than none. Maybe that's the reason why it's upside down. But if it's a group size 24F, it's a cold cranking amp of 750, and it's RC mins of 120. The old one I gave back because I don't need that kind. So divine, like cheap wine sitting on a cock. So I'm gonna do date and time. I'm probably gonna take a Sharpie at some point, maybe put that on the oh, stop that. Oh, I am probably going to stop. I am probably at some point going to take a Sharpie and write like the date, the year, the month, and the mileage on the battery Sharpie. Maybe it won't wear out. I do have a receipt. Fuck me. I did not show you replacing it because I've been up and about and around and in and out for a really, really long time. That's going to wrap today up. Hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next shit show. Oh, wait, where's my eyes? I got to hit pause. Wait, I hit stop. Wait, what do I got to do? Okay, ready? Okay. Take it easy.